What's up, guys? This episode of Michigan Mud Outdoors is going to be a slightly different pace than we're used to. Today we want to touch three topics. We want to touch summer Lake St. Clair, summer Lake Huron, and also we want to get to those giveaway announcement winners. We have 4 drawings to get through today, and we're going to handle all of that, talk about some of the ups and downs that we've experienced in this transitional period between spring to summer. Originally, we discussed having the drawing giveaway on June 15th on the back of the big boat at Lake Huron. We ended up launching the big boat on June 15th as planned. That started a week-long trip with some family members from out of state. Didn't get much filming done during that week. Really just focused on family and fishing and having a good time. But we ended up having some bad news. Prior to launching the big boat, I was having some issues with my starboard drive. I ended up taking it into a mechanic and spent a whole ton of money, and at the conclusion of the week it blew another seal on the Outdrive, so it's back at the mechanics, so I don't have the big boat as an option.
Gonna cost you a lot of money. Let's see.
That week of fishing on Huron it had, like I said earlier, it had its ups and downs. On the first day, we had very clear weather, very calm lake, made it 22 miles out to the structure, and we ended up catching a limit of trout plus 3 pink salmon. So that was a great day. Day 2, the weather was calling for 1-footers. It ended up being close to 3 to 6 footers. Ended up staying close to shore. I think we caught 7, 8 fish. Still a good day. Wasn't even approaching the limit territories, but still a good day. Lake Huron, a lot of the chatter around the marina is disappointment. A lot of guys out there trying to chase walleye could not get them to bite. We ended up catching probably around 15 walleye in total throughout the week. Half of those came as a bycatch while we were trolling for salmon. The other half we were actually targeting walleye, tried slowing the boat down a little bit and running more traditional walleye lures. So long story short, I'm really trying to stay positive and hope we can get her back up and running and back in and film a couple videos for you guys on Lake Huron, but there is a very good possibility that the big boat season is over. That being said, we still have a trip with Captain Dan of the Hooked Up Sport Fishing Charter. August 19th, we're going out with him. That's right in the King primetime season on Lake Michigan, so keep an eye out for that one. So during my downtime with not having the big boat, I've taken the smoker craft out on Lake St. Clair a total of 4 times. Filmed 2 of the 4 trips. We have not been doing well. Marking fish like crazy, but just can't get them to bite. I think all in, we caught a total of 8 walleye across 4 trips, and 5 of those came in 1 trip. Very, very weird transitional period going on right now. I know there's guys out there killing it. I know there's guys that are doing great. But for me, I've been on the struggle bus this last month. So as I mentioned, the big boat is down. It's in the shop. And then all of a sudden I started having issues with the smoker craft. This boat, I've had this boat since 2012 and she's been old, reliable. But one of the trips out on Lake St. Clair, my Garmin stopped working. I really thought I was gonna have to buy a new unit, lose all of my old tracks and marks and everything, but after diving into it, I found a butt connection that had failed, probably from all the slapping we do out here, you know. This 17.5 footer likes to ride a little rough sometimes, you know. But now I'm having another issue. My trim it'll go up, but she just won't go down all the time. So been messing around with it. See, nothing. I'm getting some clicks from the solenoid. I'm gonna start with ordering a new solenoid. Hopefully that'll solve my issue. But still, just another issue I was not anticipating having. The joy of boat ownership, you know, it's just how it goes sometimes. So I'm gonna try to get this thing taken care of and get this all back and ready so we can get back out on Lake St. Clair, Lake Erie, maybe some of the inland lakes to try to salvage the rest of our season here. So usually when we're fishing summer on the lake for walleye, we run a lot of flicker minnows, bandits, flicker shad, husky jerks, mag 40s, your typical crankbaits, but I'm also very hooked on crawler harnesses. Crawler harnesses are always my old faithful, trusty, get after it. So on this boat, I will typically run 4 crawler harnesses going down, and then depending on how many people we have on the boat, we'll throw some crankbaits out there on boards. The bite that we're experiencing right now, it seems like you really got to slow things down. So I haven't been running my crankbaits as much because they don't like to perform at lower speeds. Crawler harnesses on Lake St. Clair, purple's always my go-to. Wonder Bread, purple, blue, and chartreuse. Lake Huron's a little different. It's crazy how all these bodies of water are connected, but they tend to try to react to different colors, different speeds, different lures. Lake Huron, I like to run more blue, more orange, more chartreuse. So Lake Huron on the big boat, I really enjoy having 4 people on the big boat. That allows me to maximize my spread. Perfect amount. Like I said, 4 people, that'll get me up to 12 lines, 3 lines a person. I like to run 6 down, 6 up. So that's 6 planer boards. Usually I'll run all 6 planer boards with my port side will be copper core and my starboard side will be lead core. You really want to keep those things consistent. You don't want to intermix lead and copper. Those lines are very expensive and you want to make them last, and one of the best things to do is to be consistent and avoid tangles. This last week we ended up running 3 coppers on the port side, 2 lead cores on the starboard side, and then that 12th line we did a flat line. We were mixing it up. We tried some of the long husky jerk style crankbaits. We tried a couple J-plugs, a couple flatfish. We were really throwing everything at it, just trying to see what we could produce. All right, for our first giveaway, we're gonna go with our most recent, which is the walleye rod giveaway. This is a Shimano Compre. It's a medium heavy with an extra fast action. This is perfect for Detroit River walleye. This one is brand new. It's got a brand new KastKing Megatron. This is a saltwater approved sealed reel. 20 series reel. It's got 20 pound Power Pro braid with a 12 pound Invisex Cigar leader. For this one, I did say I was going to throw in a couple surprise baits, so I'm gonna throw a few jigs in there, brand new. My favorite Keller jig heads and my favorite Keller worms for the Detroit River. So I want to get this in someone's hands so they can go out and use it next season or in the fall. So kind of funny, ended up putting this boat in Lake St. Clair. We were marking fish like crazy, but I could not get a fish to bite. I couldn't buy a fish. Ended up flying back to the ramp, throwing it on the trailer, dropped it into the Detroit River. Ended up trolling the Detroit River. We only had 4 out. We had 2 3-ounce bottom bouncers up front here, and then 2 1-ounce bottom bouncers out the back. By the time we got to the river, I mean, the day was already a wrap. You know, we put in around 11. Didn't really get to the spot or lines in the water till about 11:30. Ended up picking up 2 walleye, so kind of saved the day there. Wasn't, you know, great, outstanding, but you know, it's one of those you never know situations. You know, I almost started in the river, but ended up going to the lake, and looking back on it, I wish I started in the river. So back to this giveaway. We ended up doing all the multipliers. The list got quite extensive. So what I ended up doing is I compiled a list of all entries that were through Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, YouTube, all of it, to the Michigan Mud Outdoors email. And I ended up taking that list and throwing it into Gemini, and I asked Gemini to randomly select a winner for this contest. So I just pulled up Gemini here. This is the chat that we had. All of the lists of names that we put in here. So Gemini chose the winner, and the winner is Griffin Outdoors 8. Congratulations to Griffin's Outdoors 8. You have won yourself a brand new walleye jigging rod, ready for the fall season or next spring season. I hope you can get out and use this and catch a couple big ones for us with this. So big congratulations to Griffin Outdoors 8. You are one of the first giveaway recipients on the channel. But doing this, I think I'm going to run another one with the same setup. It's going to be random selection as well, but I really want to get this pole, or one of these poles, one of these giveaways, in the hands of some of the younger, up-and-coming new generation of fishing. So we're going to keep doing these giveaways until we get some new rods in the hands of some young, up-and-coming anglers. So here I got the list of names. These are all the people that entered. This one, it was strictly off the Michigan Mud Outdoors email. You had to subscribe to the channel and send us an email for your chance to win. So we've got all these names here. I'm going to put them in a bucket. I'm going to draw 3 names. All right, so here we got them. All right. I felt really bad about this giveaway, asking everyone to send an email to Michigan Mud, but the difference here is the second I pull these names, I'm going to be reaching out to you guys. For Griffin Outdoors, with their rod that they won, I have no contact with Griffin. I'm going to have to try to send them a message, or maybe comment on one of their videos. So that one's going to be a little bit more interesting to find Griffin Outdoors, get a hold of them, and get that thing shipped over. So Griffin Outdoors, if you are watching, please send an email to me, send me a message, reach out to me on Facebook, get a hold of me, so I can get your shipping information, we can get you your prize. Okay, so the first pull out of this bucket is going to be our #1 winner for the Michigan Mud Apparel giveaway. Now that person is going to receive a Michigan Mud Outdoors hoodie. This hoodie came out awesome. A lot of the Michigan Mud crew has got them. They like wearing them. So now this logo here on the front and this logo here on the back for the hats. The hats are this exact same hat. This is a Zapped Blackhawk Type R. I really like this hat. It does well with sweat, and it's held up very well. So I do not have the hats yet. They got back ordered. They were supposed to be here June 3rd, I ordered with the black and white rope. Honestly, I have no idea what color rope I'm getting now. I think one of them's got a baby blue and white, and the other one I think has got a yellow and white. But the print shop ended up calling me, telling me that they were out of the black and white. I had to choose another color. Chose the baby blue and white. Then they ended up calling me again and telling me they were out of the baby blue and white after they finished one order. So then I had to select another one. Whatever, it drug out. I don't have the hats yet, but I'm going to show you the proofs of them. And like I said, it's this hat I'm wearing right now, but I have two styles, one with that Michigan Mud Outdoors logo there, and then one with this Michigan Mud Outdoors logo here. Oh yeah, Delaney from the Michigan Mud team, she ended up taking some pretty cool photos of herself wearing the hoodie. I'm gonna show those right now. Really like the way it turned out. Okay. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Let me see if I got one here. So, for grand prize number 1, we said you will receive a hoodie, a hat, and a set of cup holders. So these cup holders are my own design. I 3D printed these. I created this design in AutoCAD. If you're interested in these, let me know. I can get them printed up for you. They're great. But this track right here, this is the TraxTech track. I have this same track on the big boat, on the smoker. It's a staple for fishing. There are multiple options. The TraxTech, the Canon, the Big John, and the Cisco track all support the same utility that you can put on there. Rod holders, cup holders, downrigger plates, rod trees, tool holders. If they're made for Cisco, TraxTech, Canon, you can put them on all of them. But I'm telling you this because drawing number 1, if you don't have a set of tracks and you don't plan on getting a set of tracks, we'll discuss other options. I might be able to hook you up with both styles of hats. I'm working on a couple t-shirt designs. We'll work together. We'll make sure you get something that's useful to you. I'd hate to send you a pair of these and they just sit in the garage and get wasted. All right, drawing number 1. Eddie Kane Jr. Eddie Kane Jr., thank you for your support of Michigan Mud Outdoors and congratulations. You won yourself a Michigan Mud Outdoors hat, a hoodie, cup holders if you want them, or maybe an additional hat of the other style or t-shirt. Eddie Kane Jr., thank you. Drawing number 2. Drawing number 2 gets a hoodie. Drawing number 2, Bill Farmington. Bill, thank you for your support. You got yourself a hoodie. It's this hoodie right here. I'll be reaching out to you guys shortly and getting your size and your address so I can ship you this stuff. All right, here is the final drawing for our giveaway. This final drawing is for a hat, Michigan Mud Outdoors hat. I'll let you guys pick which style hat you want. All right, Chris Kokotovich. Chris Kokotovich, thank you for your support. You just won yourself a Michigan Mud Outdoors hat. So, all 3 guys, Eddie Kane Jr., Bill Farmington, and Chris Kokotovich, expect an email from Michigan Mud Outdoors and we will make sure you get what you have won. Alright guys, so Michigan Mud Outdoors is a giveaway channel. I've been working with some of our friends, our partners, Michigan Mud members. We're trying to come up with additional giveaways in the future. We have some really good ideas. There's one I really want to do right now. It's valued at about $700. I really want to do it as soon as possible, but we really got to get that subscriber count up. Really got to get that subscriber count up. For the apparel giveaway, there was not very many names in here, guys. I think there was 28 names. I want to start polling names out of 1,000 names. That would be a great accomplishment for the channel if we could start doing a giveaway where we're pulling from a pool of 1,000. Help us make that happen by hitting that subscribe button and liking our videos. We're gonna keep them coming. Thank you for bearing with us. It's been a crazy month and a half. This is not my full-time job. I have a full-time job outside of this. Dedicating time to editing these videos is not an easy task at all. Sometimes it's overwhelming, especially in situations like this where I've got 2 boats that are down for the count. I'm worried. I'm worried about trying to salvage the season. So thanks for watching this episode of Michigan Mud Outdoors. We will see you on the next one. We're almost done with part 2 of our Detroit River walleye experience with hooked up sport fishing. Wish I could have got those out during the walleye run, but hey, there's always next year. So I'm gonna dive into this motor. I think I'm gonna rip this this trim solenoid off, get a part number on it and get one on order. Hopefully I can get one before the weekend so I can get back out there and try to catch some fish. So we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. See you guys later.